Sprout are super nutritious food and one of the most concentrated natural sources of vitamins, minerals, enzymes, and proteins on Earth. They contain little or no fat. Sprouts have been grown and eaten for over 5,000 years. They are easy to grow in the kitchen all year around. Sprouting is easier than planting a garden outside, and they're ready much quicker. It takes a few minutes a day, and they are ready in 3 to 7 days, depending on the kind of sprouts. All you need is little time and effort and a little water. The cost of sprouts seeds is very little. You can sprout seeds, beans, grains, and nuts. Some of the most popular varieties are alfalfa, broccoli, red clover, radish, mung beans, lentils, garbanzo beans, and peas. The main benefit of sprouting is that it takes a seed or nut in the dormant state and brings it to life. During the sprouting process, the nutrient value of the vitamins multiply, and higher quality proteins and other nutrients are produced. In addition to the significantly higher nutritional value in sprouts, sprouts are highly digestible because sprouts are living, growing food sources. They have a rich supply of enzymes. This quality makes sprouts easily assimilated and metabolized by the body. Sprouts are a powerhouse of nutrition and are in a form that your body can easily digest. Sprouts can be used in salads, sandwiches, added to soups, or stir-fried with vegetables. They can also be used as a snack. You can eat them raw or cooked. Sprouting is very fun, especially for children. Children will love tracking the progress of the sprouting farm. It's a great way to help them enjoy healthy food. You can buy a sprouting kit in a health food store, which makes sprouting easier, but they are not essential. I will show you different ways to sprout. So I will show you a few methods of sprouting. The first one is very easy. You just use a bowl and you soak beans or nuts. This is mung beans, and I'm just going to use here about half a cup. You will soak them overnight. So I will cover them with water. And you can leave it on the counter if you want. You can cover them with bamboo or a little top. After 8 hours or overnight soaking, you will take a strainer, and you can do it over the sink, or I'm going to show you here in a bowl so you can see, and you just drain the water. Drain the water. And rinse them. Okay, now with these, this is how you're going to sprout them. You're going to sprout them on the strainer. And I'm going to empty the water now. Bring the bowl back. Put this down. If this was a sink, and put it here. So you just spread the seeds out, or the beans, and you let them sit, and every 12 hours you rinse them. Just water them. And again, you want to make sure that the strainer doesn't touch the bowl, okay? And I'm going to show you here. I have sprouted mung beans, okay? And every day I take it just into the sink. I pour the water just like this, the faucet, and then I let it back into the bowl, okay? So you want them to be moist but not wet. So during the day, I usually just cover them with a bamboo mat, but you don't have that. You just use any cloth, like cotton cloth, and just cover them. What you want to be, you want it to be, the air to be able to circulate through it, but you do want to cover them, okay? You want to make sure that they are not in direct sun, okay? So this is mung beans that I've sprouted, and it took only 3 days, okay? And this can be served with salad, and here are the sunflower seeds that I did in the same way, just in a strainer, over a bowl, and that's all. So, and this took also 3 days. And so this is a very simple way to start sprouting beans and seeds. So I would like to show you another way to sprout. This is with a mason jar. This is 1 quart. This is almost double. And you need the jar, and you need cheesecloth, or this is a mesh cloth and a rubber band so you can secure it. Or a more simple way is to buy in a health food store a screen lid. This is one kind, and this is the other kind. So let me show you how simple it is. In the mason jar, I have put 1/3 cup of French lentils. So you can use lentils, beans, and seeds. So I put the water in, and you soak it for about 8 hours or overnight. So let's say I have soaked it overnight, and next morning you can cover it after you put the water in, and the next morning in the sink, drain the whole water. Okay, now you want to add a little bit more water. You don't even have to open it. Just through the mashed screen, you add water. You just want to rinse it. And now I usually put this in the sink upside down to make sure I have drained all the water. Again, you want the beans or the lentils or the seeds to be moist but not wet, because if they're wet, they start to rot. Okay, so let's say we have done that. And now I'm going to move the bowl so you can see. You want to put it on the counter in a place that there's no direct sun, and I usually like to put it in an angle. So if there's any water left, it will drain into the counter. So I usually do it at 8 in the morning, at 8 at night. That's how I remember to make sure after 12 hours, again, take it to the sink. You see already the water here? I put the water, and I just, again, drain it and tilt it and let it be. Let it do its own thing. So I want to show you, this is 3 days of sprouting, 1/3 cup of French lentils. So you can see the difference. Bring that down, even in the quantity. See how they really expand, okay? And I've sprouted also in a different mash, sprouted 1/3 cup of black-eyed peas. So this is the sprouting in mason jar. I want to show you a way to sprout seeds. the easiest way to sprout seeds is using a sprouting trays. And I have here, this is a 4 trays stacked together with in the bottom tray to collect the water. So I have already sprouted 2 trays. So I'm going to move this so you can see. The top one is mixed seeds, including clover, red clover, radish, and fenugreek. The second one is only alfalfa. Okay, so you can do 1 seed or mixed seeds. In these trays, you need only a 1.5 teaspoons of seeds. Okay, that's all you need. And I'm going to show you now how easy it is to do it. So this is the bottom tray, which is completely closed because it will contain the water. And I'm going to take, this is the first, I'll put the first tray, and you see they have very tiny little holes that the water will drain through it. So this is 1.5 teaspoon, and you spread them just like this. Then you put the second tray. And again, 1.5 teaspoons, that's all. So if I had those 2, I would add them on the top, and you get a lot of crop in about 5 days. So now, 2 cups of water, put it right here, and slowly the water will drain down from one tray to another. You cover that, and you let that sit for about 12 hours. So morning and evening, I do it 8 in the morning and 8 at night. I wait, I just leave it the way it is, and at night, the first thing I will do, I will wait for a minute here, I will take the bottom tray that collected the water, I'll drain it, put it back, and put fresh water. So for now, I think I'm going to show you, see how the water is starting to drain? Okay. And so I'll take it for a moment, put it in a towel, empty it. So doesn't take more than a minute, okay? And so this is a very simple method, and you get lots of sprouts. So when sprouting, don't put the trays in direct sun. Most seeds germinate best at room temperature, away from direct sun. Now, these sprouts are ready, okay? So if you don't eat them right away, you want to first rinse them, put them in a sealed container, and refrigerate them, okay? And depending on the temperature and the seeds that you are using, the sprout should be edible in 3 to 5 days. If you, as I said, if you don't eat them right away, refrigerate them. And when you refrigerate them, after 3 days of refrigerating them, then you want to take them out, rinse them again, and put them back into fridge. That way, they won't rot, and they will last you for about a week. So here's another kind of sprouting trays. This is 2 stacked together, and for this kit, it's just a little bit different method. You take 2 tablespoons of 1 seed or mixed sprouting seeds, and you have to put them in water. You basically soak them overnight. Then you drain them, and then you spread them on the tray, 2 tablespoons on each of the tray. And after 5 days, this is what you get. It's beautiful harvest, and this is mixed seeds. These are the ones. See the difference? After 5 days, this is red clover, alfalfa, and radish. And so here is one, and here is the other. And you can see at the bottom, you can see you have a tray just to collect. You see there's a little bit water. So after, as I said, you soak them overnight, drain the water, spread them 2 tablespoons on each tray, and then you just stack them. So I'm going to show you. You stack them, and then you cover them. After 12 hours, open. You can take just a water bottle and you just spray them. Again, you want them to be moist and not wet. Extra water will drain down. Take that out. You do the same with the other one. And you stack them again, cover, and after 12 hours, again, you want to use the spray bottle and just give them a little bit moisture. So this is just another way to have your wonderful sprouts.